In this video, we'll take a quick tour of a Let's Start Coding project page. Let's Start Coding projects are designed to work immediately, so you can start coding and seeing what's happening on the hardware without much effort. First, follow the parts list card to match up the component in your kit to the ports on MakerBoard where it needs to be plugged in. When you plug these components in, uploading the example program will make something happen. And use the component cards in your kit to help you understand and recognize how to plug these in correctly. The next section is the code. This is example code that's going to work right out of the box. So once you plug in your MakerBoard, you can hit upload and the code will load onto your MakerBoard. If you have all your components plugged in correctly, something is going to start happening. At this point, you can start exploring this code to understand how it works and what you can change. You can always read the green words, which are code comments or notes from one programmer to another, to understand what each line of code will do. You can also make changes to the program. For example, you might change this 2 to a 6, upload that code, and see what's different on the hardware. You could come into the void loop section and change some of the delays, upload that new code, and see what happens there. The idea is that you can experiment and tinker with something that's already working to understand how it works and what you can change about it. If you want to learn more about an example program, watch the walkthrough video. This is a line-by-line explanation of what's happening inside the example program, and it may give you some ideas about what you can change, add, and tinker with. That's it. You start with something that works, and then you tear it apart, putting it back together with your own creativity to make your own custom program. The Let's Start Coding chapters and projects do build on each other. So if you find something that's confusing or too complicated, start stepping back through the lessons before that. So if you find something that's overwhelming or too complicated, you may be able to back up one project and find a simpler answer. The goal is not to finish these projects as quickly as possible, but instead to be starting points for your own coding creativity.